Who or what motivates you at this point? And this is zooming out here. Can involve music or can be outside of music, but generally speaking for you. Who or what motivates you at this point?
At this point, it's probably two main things. The one thing is stadium. I want to do the stadium at home. It's called the Most Mapira Stadium. I'm looking forward to planning and executing that as well as possible. And then we're currently working on my parents' um, homestead, like where they stay. Currently building like a nice place for them. So as long as that's not done, I can't like chill out, you know? Yeah.
And speaking of home, where is home these days for you?
Home these days, um, damn, it's Midrand in Joburg, South Africa. It's not where I grew up, but you know, it's where most of the work happens, so I gotta be there all the time.
And when you mention home in this case, were you referring to that as well or another area?
That's where it's not where I grew up, but the town, Durban, the city of Durban, that's where it is. Yeah, in a place called Pinetown and Dege.
And speaking of Durban, did I pronounce that correctly?
Yep.
Okay, Durban. Um, at what age did you move out from that area?
Um, uh,
Or how recent of a move was that when you
I was in
left?
2020, so I was turning 21, yeah.
And speaking of age, care to share your current age at this point?
2025 in November.
And the actual birth date, November what?
November 24, Sag.
Now, circumstances could be different for everyone. But can you give the audience 5 tips for anyone visiting Durban?
5 tips for anyone visiting Durban. Hmm. Hmm. 5 tips for anyone visiting Durban. I don't know. Okay, go see Most Mabita. When you go into the beach, don't go to any South beaches, né? Don't go to any South beaches. Make sure you visit like Zimbali, Belito, those sides. Um, that's tip 2. Tip 3, try a bunny chow. You know, we have the nicest bunny chows out there. 4, um, find a nice car wash. Go get you some fried meat, you know, chill with the guys, hear the culture, hear about Zulu people. Number 5, uh, what's something like you shouldn't do?
If you have a 5th. And if not, that's okay too.
Mm. Yeah, I don't think I have a 5th. Durban's a cool place. Go visit.
And what's the issue with the South beaches?
South beaches is it's like overpopulated, like they're not well taken care of anymore. So, you know, it's touch and go with that. You can, but if you wanted a good beach experience and you want to see like nice, clean beaches, clean water, definitely Zimbabwe, Belito.
When it comes to Benny Chow, how do you order yours?
A bani chow. You have to get where do we go? Hollywood Beds, nah. You have to get a mutton curry bani chow from Hollywood Beds. You know, can't go wrong. Or anything, any bani chow from there is fire. But then I'm sure there's like other spots in like Phoenix or Chatsworth that have like proper ones, but Hollywood Beds is the vibe.
And for transparency, are you sponsored by any of these brands or establishments mentioned in this portion of questions?
No, not even.
Just curious there. Yep. We'll do an outro here. I was just about to ask how we were on time, so good call there. Now, before this interview ends, is there anything else you were not asked fans want to know?
About me?
Yes, or your music, or anything outside of that. Anything that wasn't covered here you want to relate to the fans out there.
Mm. Nah, I don't think so. It's not much. It's not much that I didn't say.
Any loose ends you want to tie from this interview with the previous topics you were asked?
I forgot to mention. Okay, yeah, the fifth one. The fifth thing to do in Durban, go to Bria. There's a place called Bria Center. Go opposite KFC. There's a place, and just say Gamama, and you'll find a spot that has nice Zulu traditional food. If you ever want to try that, forgot to mention that. I'm not Indian, so I shouldn't be like pushing like the bunny chows and stuff. So I'm Zulu. Mufunu was like Zulu. I just said it. Bria Santa, got mama. You'll find her there. She's fire.
Any bonus tips other than the 5 you mentioned?
Nah, I think that covers pretty much it. Yeah.
And zooming out, any last words?
Uh, Blxckie, I'm the man, the hottest and greatest, all the way from Durban, South Africa. Coming to see you guys. See you soon. You know, remember the name.